Yo, what's up, good people? Y'all know what time it is. It's AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser. And you have the super team of sports talk here with y'all. I'm one half of it, Diego Barishnikov, the Black Dominican Russian. And I'm here checking in with my main man, my partner in crime. They call him the 6 foot and under post up champ, straight out of Hickory, North Carolina. Tell them who you are.
What's good, good people? It's your boy Uncle Hate, the other A in AA Sports. We're broadcasting live on a Wednesday. We're here to talk about some NFL, some NBA. Just get it in. It's good, homie.
Hey, man, everything is good. Everything is good. I can't call it. Everything good with you?
Can't call it, man. It's good. It's good. Today's Wednesday, so we real good.
Yeah, summertime. It's hot. People
real
are
hot.
crazy.
Really hot in Atlanta right now.
Always hot. When they get hot in Atlanta, people start doing dumb shit. So, of course, we got the latest for y'all on that coming up later on.
Yes, sir.
Of course, we got some NFL news. NFL is getting closer and closer. I think some rookies go to camp this week.
I think the Ravens report this week.
Yeah, so football season pretty much here, people. And then we got some, of course, some NBA talk still. Still some free agents lingering out there. We're going to look at some teams and what they anticipate doing this upcoming season. But as always, we want to appreciate everybody for joining us. Those of you guys that watch us on the YouTube channel, remember to keep watching, liking, hitting that subscribe button. Also, leave us some comments there. And the same thing for those of you guys that listen to us on the go on the Spreaker platform. Remember to keep tapping those stars. Leave us some comments there as well. Again, both platforms, find us at AA Sportscast, straight sports, no chasing.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we're going to get this thing started with the opening section, opening monologue. We got some winners, we got some losers, we got some crazy shit happening.
Yes.
What you got? What's popping?
I guess I ain't do my homework this week. I ain't gonna lie, people. But the one winner I have is the Braves, man. The Atlanta Braves got 4 All-Stars, people. It's been a while. Yeah, that tomahawk chop, give it to him. That chop. It's been a while since we've been relevant, and we are like legit relevant this year. I got to get out to a game before All-Stars. I guess we were going through the process without really knowing we were going through the process.
Right, like I said, some of these. I think the 4 All-Stars are Freddie Freeman, Nick Markakis, I think is how you say his name. So second baseman Albies, he's a pretty good little player. I like him. And fourth person, I can't think. I think it's a pitcher. But they've been playing good this year. The last week or so, they didn't kind of fell back. Because I think they didn't. Matter of fact, they dropped to second place after another loss last night. Pitching, they've been getting up a lot of home runs lately.
Yeah.
But bat wise, they normally hit pretty good. You got to get that pitching tightened up. And the closer is out right now. He on the DL, so that's hurting too. So
I think we're ahead of schedule though, because everything I've been hearing, we were not supposed to be good this year. We were still in the process. So for us to be where we are right now.
10 years. How long has it been?
It's just been a while.
Rondon, Fred McGriff.
Let me think. When Chuck retired?
Not that far back, but
maybe 5-6 years, give or take.
More than that seemed like.
Build the stadium. So we were bad before they built the stadium.
Yeah. Which is why everybody was like, why the hell are we getting a new stadium? They suck.
Yeah, that's the Cobb County Braves.
Some whole other politics going on with that, right?
Yes, sir. But hey, shout out to them. 4 All-Stars. Let's get to the playoffs. That's all the winners I have. What you got?
All right. Well, I want to give a shout out to the SEALs. Basically, I just want to say everybody involved because I don't know all the different entities and departments and everybody had a hand in it. Well, if everybody involved in helping rescue those 12 boys for the soccer team and their coach that got trapped in that cave over in Thailand, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing. I don't know his name. I meant to pull it up. Even probably if I would pull it up, I probably would have butchered it with the pronunciation. But the Navy SEAL that died setting up the oxygen canisters in certain positions along the route. You know, this route that they had to swim from to get out was, I think they said 2.5 hours. They had to be in the water and swimming, going through all these tight spaces and shit. So yeah, it was an ordeal.
Yeah,
For real. So for everybody to come out, everybody still be alive. They seem to be in pretty good health. That's good. But shout out to that SEAL that that lost his life, gave his life up to help them boys escape. So shout out to him. But that was some crazy shit right there.
Could you imagine being that young, stuck in a damn cave?
Hey, man, some of the things I saw, what they was, that the boys were saying while they were still even in the cave, the resilience that some of them showed. Hey man, I look at some of our kids over here, and if they go without their internet for 5 minutes, it's a problem.
Right.
It's a problem. So
Exactly.
that's a whole different ball game right there. So
shout out to them, man. Shout out to them.
All right, so that's pretty much all the good I got. Now, I want to give I heard Adam Silver today, or maybe yesterday, say that he didn't think that the Warriors being dominant was a bad thing.
He got to say that.
Now, if you think that, then why the hell are you talking about changing the playoff format then?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. And everything's cyclical. I think a lot of them cats are going to head back east because we talked about it. I want to say we talked about it last week. It's going to be hard as hell to make the All-Star game in the West. It's going to be hard.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them cats are going to be heading back east at some point, and letting that bloodbath between Houston, L.A., and Golden State happen. But, he has to say that. But, you still got people all online or whatever screaming, talking about, but y'all wouldn't let Chris Paul go to the Lakers. It was about, 10, 11 years ago?
And the league, and they forgetting that the league owned the team.
Right. Because the owner was trying to run the team off a credit card, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. So
if the league got to step in,
circumstance.
The money ain't right, people. It's just that simple.
Yeah, exactly. Next thing I want to hit is this dude. I don't know if y'all saw it today. I know you did. With the people out there, I don't know if y'all saw it. We said when he gets no, I'm sorry. That's for later on. We get to these LA Laker fans.
Oh yeah, that needs to be talked about.
Okay. I know y'all excited that LeBron is coming. Well, some of y'all seem to not be so excited. Some more excited than they should be. Some people are like, look, I love Kobe. I love all the past Lakers, but hey, LeBron here. I'm here to embrace him, and let's try to get back to relevancy.
Ain't that how it's supposed to go? You cheer for the team?
Right. This whole thing though, I don't agree with. The murals. Before we even get to the people that's defacing the murals and and painting over it and all that shit, why is the mural even up? You know what I'm saying? Why is he being dubbed the king of LA and the greatest Laker ever and all of this shit? Like, wait a minute, let's stop. I used to be a Laker fan as a kid. I'm not now, and I'm not going to go back to say I'm a Laker fan just because I'm a LeBron fan. I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're just like me. You like seeing the Lakers good because it's good for the league.
Right, exactly. Because, them, Boston, Philly, they all good at the same time now. Like I think I was saying last show, we can just get the Knicks back right.
It's coming. We're going to talk about that. It's coming.
Yeah, that's nostalgia basketball for us people. But to be a Laker great, you gotta come and win. I don't agree. Even though in the overall list, and I guess this will kind of make it weird. Yeah, I would put him over some of those Lakers in the overall discussion, but just in the Lakers discussion, I just take that as a different entity in itself. It's a different respect when it comes to the Lakers, and you can't just walk in the door and all of a sudden be thrown atop these lists. Above people that's been there for years and that's won championships.
That shouldn't even be a discussion, really, in my eyes, until two things happen. Either he wins a title or you go there 4 years and puts up the numbers. But at this point, he's not even at the table with the great Lakers.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I say. That's the part to me. I love LeBron. Let's not do that, people. That shit is disgraceful. I think we said it before.
Yeah, it is.
If
What you say? They're gonna retire his jersey. Have they already retired his jersey? I mean, he ain't played a game for them yet.
Nothing. Nothing. And then this fake shit talking about he contacted
Clipper Dave.
No. Forget the clip. No, that's another thing too. Saying he called Sid Sabalas to get approval to wear the 23.
What in the fuck he called Sid Sabalas? Are you serious? I saw that shit. I was like, LeBron ain't do that. That's a lie, people. It's a lot of bullshit lies out there, people. I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
There's no way he called Sid Sabalas. Sid Sabalas was that gap after Showtime in between Shaq and Kobe where they was really bad. But
they were good for a little bit. He was there with I think Vin Exel and Eddie Jones.
So they made like 8. 7, 8. They were there, but they
didn't win any titles or anything, but right. Yeah, they were still respectable.
Yeah. You call Sid Sabalas? Come on, y'all don't believe that shit, do you? Seriously? Come on.
Yes, I don't know if that was rumor, if that came directly from LeBron. I don't know, but that was hilarious to me.
Bruh. But he got to do something. People, I know I go about all hate on this show, and I don't like the hate, but I really hope this man stays healthy these 4 years. He's 33, dog. He's going to be 34 in December. I mean, I ain't got no reason to think he will get hurt because, hell, every time he sprains his ankle, he go to the sideline, get taped, and go right back in. He
right.
does not get hurt. But, damn, he's 33 going on 34.
Hey, man. I would hope he's able to last longer than most cats just for the amount of money I hear that he spent on his body, in the off season and stuff. And I don't think it's a coincidence when you hear these things. Look at James. Look at Uncle James Harrison.
Yeah.
He's another person that's just well documented how much money he spends on things like acupuncture and all these different remedies and stuff to keep his body going. And he's another one going, later in his career. I would say Tom Brady, but that TB12 or was the Academy or whatever, that might be a little shady over there. I don't know.
Hey, that shit didn't help him hold on to that ball though.
It didn't help him catch that one little pass play either.
Hell no. But you know what? It's our next topic is coming up. But LeBron never getting hurt and being this dominant and going into year 16, that's kind of why people shit on Melo. I think people are supposed to break down at 15. Hell, a lot of the cats don't last past 13 years. This dude is booming on people in year 15. And there's no, of course I just said it's possible, but there's no signs of slowdown. None.
Right. I mean, everybody hit the cliff at some point, but like you said, when is it happening? Because the fall off is probably him averaging, about 18, 20?
I mean, he'll get 18, 5, and 5. And that'll be considered a fall off.
That's a fall off.
All-star game. That's an all-star season for a lot of dudes.
18, 5, and 5.
Really coming off the ball, if he's really coming off the ball, he might get 30 this year. 30 and 10.
It's going to be I'm interested to see how they play. I'm interested to see how they play. Remember I told you I wanted to see him reinvent himself in his style of play and what have you. And this team that they built around him and the pieces that were already there, I think he is going to have to. He's going to be forced to reinvent himself.
Yeah, you was ahead of the curve on that one because I wasn't even possibly thinking about that. But you was on that whole he needs to reinvent himself, and he does. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's crazy. Year 16 coming up, and I don't see nowhere. Still jumping high. He still seems fast. And just imagine if he comes down to about 240 from that 260 he plays at. And
to add to what you all of what you just said, the fact that it is, to me, it's not a big deal that he played 82 games in general. It's the fact that he did it in year 16 and the amount of minutes that he also had to play and still play them 82 games.
Well, he did that. That was the I see y'all later, Cleveland. I'm going to give y'all all I got this last year, but I'm gone. Because there was no reason for him to play 82 games, Yeah, there was no. Well, I can't say that because they really weren't that good. So they probably needed him all 82.
And I don't think he's ever played all 82. I think that was something he said he wanted to do. I think
Yeah.
another thing he wants to do. I think I saw this last offseason. He didn't get it done this season, I don't think. But he wants to shoot at least 80, 85% from the free throw line in a full year. I don't think so. 75 is probably tops for him.
Because y'all say what y'all want. That boy the GOAT. But, well, that's what NBA.com says. I don't know about that shit. But, you know, you can't sit there in line and say y'all feel confident when he go to the line late every time. Y'all lying if y'all say that shit.
Anytime LeBron goes to the line, I'll be like, okay, he may or may not miss it. He may or may not make it.
Ain't that crazy, though, that NBA.com is selling LeBron GOAT shirts with the
That's the other shit. That's what it was. They got the GOAT in the side of the Laker thing, right? See,
ain't that some shit?
Stop this shit. Well, no, I can't say stop it because when he got signed, we was talking about it on the side with some other homeboys. Shout out to the crew. And we were talking about how the Laker merchandise is about to go through the roof.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
They about to get that bread.
But the GOAT? I mean, you going to put the O for LeBron is a GOAT now? Really? Really? Well, we're going to talk about it.
Just because he's on the Laker gold, the Laker purple and gold. No, he has to win there.
It's some dudes a little bit south of LA. They got something to say about that GOAT.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And one of them spoke out about it. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Let's jump on in. We talked about it last week, and it wasn't no surprise to us, but the media has been covering it like it was breaking news. OKC decided, hey, Carmelo Anthony's not worth $100 million.
No shit.
Right. I mean, that was an easy discussion. They should have did that shit as soon as they got eliminated. Should have told them, homie, this is it. And, you know, come on.
I think it was the last show we talked about it, just the salary, the luxury tax alone, what they would save and cut in him was no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean, that's not even a hard discussion. Do you think they even had to get in the room?
I was about to say,
president, GM, and talk about this shit?
Just send a text, man.
He gone. Hold it down. We'll see you later.
I don't think you need to let me know it's official. I don't even need you to ask. If I'm the owner and you the GM, if you ask me, I might call you to my office to be like, yo, what the fuck? Do I need to find somebody else? You had to ask me to even do that?
That's a 3-word text message from the owner. Get it done. That's it. That's all you need to say.
That's it.
But it's funny though, because all week long, I guess it's a slow news cycle, because that's all you've been hearing is, you know, what Melo got left, and you know he's been the scapegoat for all this. You know, I'm gonna take Melo's side on a lot of this right now. People, what did Melo do last year in OKC besides stand in the damn corner and wait on Russell to throw him the ball? What did he do?
Yeah.
You know, Paul George got his shots. Russ got his shots. That boy's whole offense was run down, sprint to the corner, wait on the ball. Russell, I'm open. Throw me the ball. I'm open. And in most cases, they threw him the ball with like, 2 seconds on the shot clock?
I say he sounded to throw something up.
Shoot it. I'm not pardoning him for the BS in the playoffs because, I mean, he looked washed.
Right. I say when he did get his opportunities in his shots, it just wasn't happening. And he looked lazy a lot. He was playing no defense. Yeah, he just looked like he just didn't give a fuck.
I mean, and he's a defensive liability at this point because, you know, what's the one play that's constantly called when he's on the floor? Screen and roll, people.
All the time. Screen
and roll. They run it 10, 11 times in a row till you take him off the court. But I do believe he has something left. I do believe. And I think he's going to end up in Houston. I heard he got to talk to the Heat in Houston this week. Didn't talk to the Lakers, but we're going to get to Houston in a bit, but they're hustling backwards, people.
In regards to Melo, though, for some of the reasons you just said about what he had to do in OKC is some of the reasons I think I'm not really feeling the Houston fit. He going to be asked to pretty much stand in the corner and shoot threes. Because they run that offense where they only looking to put up threes or layups.
That's it.
He ain't driving to the hole past too many people no more. They don't really work out of the post a lot. Harden and Chris Paul got the ball in their hands most of the time.
Damn, that's a good point you just made.
He don't play defense, which is where they lack, and that's what they need.
That's a good point.
What's
Who
that?
the hell posted up for them last year? Did anybody?
PJ Tucker every now and then, maybe.
They posted him?
I want to say, yeah, he got a couple posts every now and then.
Damn.
Nobody.
Because I can't think of them posting Clint Capella. He was all screen and roll to the basket. Right. Chris Paul, maybe.
Let's say if the only time anybody maybe got something out of the post is if Harden and Paul was on the bench at the same time, and that wasn't very often.
So now we talked about this on the side the other day. I mean, logically, it makes sense for the Lakers if I'm LeBron. I'm sorry, if I'm Melo, I want to go play with LeBron because he's going to get you the best shots, But at the same time, if you're the Lakers, you got to see what these young boys got.
I was just about to say, is he better than you taking Kuz off the floor, Ingram off the floor, you taking these young boys off the floor?
Can't do it.
But for Melo?
Can't do it.
Nah, I don't think I could do it. But I mean, I got that couple million for you if you want to come along for that couple million. But minutes wise, you got to show me you first year in New York, Melo, or something. At least that or something.
But if you look at the numbers, I mean, they've been going down every year. I mean,
exactly.
And people sit there and shit on him about oh he's this, he's that. People, y'all are sucked up in this LeBron James thing. People do not get better in year 15. That shit does not happen. It doesn't. You're supposed to slow down. You are holding this cat to the same standard that the dude in his damn draft class is held to.
Right. And it's so selective because look at Wade. Wade's in the same draft, and he's slowing down, but he's not getting this shit like Melo getting it.
I was looking into Dwayne Wade today. I was looking. This ain't no hot take because I want to say you said it before. Why do they give him so much credit for being such a winner? And he ain't did shit outside of LeBron James and Shaq.
Hey.
Why? Hey. I looked at all of it today. He has 7 seasons out of 15 that he either got eliminated in the first round.
I didn't make the playoffs at all. Yeah, I said that multiple times back. Even when LeBron was there, when they was talking about LeBron coming to ride his coattail. But Dwayne Wade ain't done shit since Shaq was there that year. And I remember we went on a trip to Miami.
Yes.
All-boys trip to Miami. And the Hawks was playing Miami first round. The Hawks put them out in the first round. The Hawks put Miami Heat out and Dwayne Wade in the first round. So
but that never gets said though. They never talk about this shit. They crucify Melo. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. This is for you. Tell me the best teammate Melo has had in his prime.
Who?
Not no old ass dude about to break down the best healthy teammate he's had in his prime.
That pretty much eliminates New York, right?
That eliminates New York.
And
unless Chauncey in Denver.
I don't even remember. Was Kmart there in Denver?
Yeah. But what does he give you?
And I'm pretty sure Kmart was on the decline.
Yes.
In Denver. So
yes.
And Chauncey didn't really. Yeah, Iverson was washed / didn't want to be cooperative and fill that other role.
Yes.
Chauncey was good, but Chauncey didn't really take off and be the all-star until Detroit.
Well, remember they traded him from Detroit, so that was pretty much the end.
No, yeah.
Now
I can't think of that. Who?
Exactly. But they crucify him. Who the hell did he play with? Who?
You know what? And another thing, I look at this too. I've always looked at this. You talk about Melo and his lack of playoff progression in the West when he was in the West. Who the hell exactly was Denver supposed to beat?
That was dead in the middle of Shaq and Kobe.
Shaq, the Spurs.
Yes.
They had that shit on lock.
Yes.
So who the hell was Melo and the Denver Nuggets beating?
Man, people, y'all drink that Kool-Aid, but Dwayne Wade has done really good when he's had a Hall of Fame superstar with him. When he has not, that shit just ain't worked out that way. Chris Bosh, the same thing. Hell, I think they look at, from that 2003 draft, they look at Bosh ahead of Melo. Bosh didn't do shit at Toronto. They didn't make the play. They only made the playoffs twice when he was there.
Right.
But,
I think with Wade, I think some of it is rightfully deserved because he is one of the best two guards that's laced him up. I mean, a two-way player definitely, especially his defense. I want to say he's got the most blocks
No, I'm
of
not. I'm
all
not saying that
guards.
he's a terrible player.
No,
But
yeah, I don't know.
one thing I think Wade got over Melo is that he is willing to step to the side,
Right,
and let somebody else be the better player. Melo ain't did that.
yeah, I mean, he showed that when he let LeBron come,
Yes.
to Miami because that was his show. But the same way LeBron recognized I don't have what I need here in Cleveland to help me win. Wade recognized I ain't done shit since Shaq left.
Yeah.
Playoff wise, I need my boy to come on in here with me and let's go ahead and do this thing.
All right. So, you think which spot you think is best for him?
I haven't analyzed Miami's team, but part of me want to say Miami.
If he goes to Miami, that's
Part of
basically
me says Miami. I mean, it depends on what he wants. Of course, Miami is not the best place to win.
That's my point.
But if he wants a bigger role,
okay, we're gonna talk about Houston in a second. Let's go through this other stuff.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Houston or the Lakers.
That's what he should do, but we don't know. We really don't know.
Hey, it just I'll say Miami they ain't really got no cash, so they ain't like they can.
Oh no, it's the vet minimum at this point.
Throw the bag at them or nothing like that. And Pat Riley voodoo, that shit don't really work no more.
So Melo's supposed to be working he's supposed to be doing like Riley level practices. Yeah, we'll see.
That's not gonna work. Yeah, you're right.
We'll see.
Yeah. All
right, notable free agent signings this past week. Zach LaVine thought he was going to Sacramento. The Bulls came back and matched his offer. Hey man, tough break. Jusuf Nurkic stayed in Portland for 4 years, $48 million. Tony Parker decided to go end his career in complete exile, going to Charlotte.
He might as well have went to Orlando.
He should have just went back to France, B.
You know what I'm saying? At least go to Disney World whenever the fuck you want to.
Don't go back to France. If you're going to go to Charlotte, you might as well go home and hoop for that. I mean, Charlotte? And I'm from North Carolina, and I'm saying that shit. Man,
hey, maybe you know what? Maybe he's looking at the fact that they're probably going to suck. They're going to end up trading Kemba, probably the trade downline or something. He'll have all the minutes to himself.
Well, the new coach is one of the assistants from there, so that it makes sense in that regard. But I mean, damn, come on. And plus, I never would have saw that happen. I thought he would have definitely ended his career in whatever capacity, 1 year contract for $1 million, whatever. I thought he would have definitely never put on another uniform other than San Antonio. Hey, I kind of feel like
this Kawhi thing has something to do with that, right?
This is punishment. Like, we ain't got shit for you.
Right.
You gonna bet off our future?
Oh, shit.
Okay. We're gonna talk about this a little bit more further. Luke from UCLA. You telling me Houston didn't have $1 million? They didn't have $1 million for a dude to play defense for them. Not $1 million.
Man. Like I told you, unless they know something we don't know about. Matter of fact, what injury did he come off of?
His shoulder.
A shoulder. Okay. Yeah. It's not a lower extremity, so never mind that theory.
He can run.
He'll be all right.
He's 6'8".
Yeah. I don't understand that.
Try to stop Kevin Durant, but we'll talk about them in a second. I like what Indiana did with these two signings here: Kyle O'Quinn from the Knicks and Doug McDermott. They weren't big money deals, but Indiana might be getting home court in the East next year. What were they last year? 5 or lower?
Yeah, they were never 5 because they played Cleveland first round.
Okay, so I like those pickups for them. That's pretty solid. The remaining free agents left. This restricted free agency thing is a bitch, people. Clint Capella, Marcus Smart, Jabari Parker, Rodney Hood, they're all restricted, which means, yeah, I can go out there and try to find some bread, but if I try to find it, they can match it, and I got to go back. But there's only one small problem as of July the 11th, 2018. I'm looking at the camera and say this. Ain't no money left.
Right, ain't it, cuz?
Unless you want to go to Atlanta, Sacramento, it's another team too. I can't remember. Chicago. Unless you want to go to one of those three, ain't no money left. So
Um, yeah,
Atlanta
I think at some point Houston gets it done with Capella. I mean, from the rumor I heard, they way off. I mean, Capella won 100, they got 60.
Yeah, we can jump on into that now. That's a big gap, dog. That's not like that Le'Veon Bell gap, like $1 million, $2
Yeah,
million,
$2 million, right?
$40 million. That's a
But
you
you know what
can't
they handcuffed
halfway
themselves
on
giving Chris Paul what they gave him, so they kind of handcuffed themselves, I guess.
How long we been talking about that Chris Paul deal?
Hey, but
Before they made the deal, we were talking about that deal.
Hey, but I think it was a no-win situation for them, though.
They had no choice, but you telling me homie couldn't say, okay, my salary per year is 40. Let me take 36. You can go get these dudes to play defense.
Man, I'm talking about Chris Paul.
So you telling me State Farm ain't making up that difference for him?
Fuck State Farm, the nut puncher, the grimy little cat, the dude that elbow people in their ass, grimy Chris Paul. Yeah, I believe
did elbow Kevin Durant dead his ass in the playoffs.
I believe it.
That was the dirtiest shit I've seen in a while.
Ask around the league. 30% of the league hate that little dude, man.
Oh my God, and he's gotten slower. He's a walking foul at this point. But so basically, Houston ranked 6th in team defense last year. They got Trevor Ariza is gone, Luke is gone, and you got Clint Capella sitting there, and you $40 million apart. Now here's the kicker: they're desperately trying to sign Carmelo. I just saw before we went on the air, they're trying to get Nick Young to come in. Please tell me where the defense is coming from.
I thought about this earlier today because I just had to find some type of reasoning for what they're trying to do. And the only logical thing I could come up with, and it's still illogical if you ask me, but the only thing I can think of is they figure they can't stop Golden State anyway. So they're just going to try to put as much offense on the court as possible. Because even in the series, in the conference finals, even though it went 7 games, they were up 3-2 and probably should have won one of the last 2 games. They lost 2 of them games. They lost one game by 29 points. They lost the other one by 46. They ain't stopping, and that was with Ariza and, you know what I'm saying, and their defensive players still there. So they figured, we're not going to stop them. We need to try and match them scoring-wise. That's the only thing I can come up with, because otherwise this doesn't make any sense why they getting rid of the only little bit of defense they had and replacing it with Melo, who, if you lucky, he going to give you 15.
And that might be on like 40% shoot.
35%.
Let me ask you this. If you're Diego, you're the GM of the Rockets, would you re-sign Gerald Green or Luke?
How much money I got to play with?
We talking about like $2 million.
Basically one or the other, right?
I make both of them split that too.
I mean, that would be the goal. Both of y'all take $1 million apiece, because we need Luke defense, but we need Gerald Green. Something pop off. He'll
stay ready all-star.
Stay ready all the time. So, but no, seriously, I would have had to give it up to Luke, especially if you already let Ariza walk. So, that's the thing that makes them not giving Luke $1 million or $2 million, is the fact that you already let Ariza walk.
Here's the kicker. I hear they still got the 5.3 exception available, and they holding that shit for Melo.
Hey, man. You know what? We shouldn't be surprised. Houston is the analytical squad. You know what I'm saying? They're the analytical cats.
Hey, y'all gonna learn that computer don't quantify heart and keep shooting all these threes. And they still missing threes right now. Right now.
27 in a row.
That was a painful series to watch. But if I'm that boy Clint, I'll take that 1 year qualifying. Cool. Sign me. Because that cap, what you've been saying for a minute now, that cap gonna spike next summer, right?
I think it's next summer. It's supposed to spike a little bit again, and then whenever they get this gambling money thing situated, that could be 3-5 years down the road, really. But at some point, that's a whole nother stream of revenue.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the team is gonna have access to. So Hey, at some point in the next 10 years, we're gonna be looking at probably $150 million cap.
But don't that seem like the best thing to do in most cases when the team trying to fuck you? Just take the 1 year qualifying. Bet on yourself. It's like a franchise tag in the NFL. Only difference is it's 1 year.
Right.
That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Bet on yourself. You young. Hell. Because if you're $40 million apart, I mean, I don't really see how that gets worked out.
Hey, but let me ask you this, though. If you Capella and you really didn't take off until this year, and that's when Chris Paul came. Yeah. I mean, you were serviceable last year. I give you that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you wouldn't be talking about $100 million if you not had the year that you just had.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's where you get into that conversation where you talk winning versus money.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if it was me, if I'm him, you know, we 15, 20 apart. Okay. I'm young. I can get another deal. You know, right. I'm going to say he's, 23, 24, somewhere around there. He's not old.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, he gotta realize, hey, dude, you ain't really no $100 million player. You know, maybe see if you can get 2 years, 50 out of him.
Yeah, I mean, that's smart.
You know what I'm saying? See if you can get that out of him.
Nowadays, that seems to be the trend. These short deals, and there's nothing wrong with that. Give me 2 years with a player option on the second. You know, if I get hurt or something, I'm activating that player option. I'm good for 2 years.
Yeah.
But
now, do you know the 60 that they trying to give him? Is that over how many years? How many years? 3, probably.
Say 3 or 4.
Now 4, they probably triple.
So you saying if it's 3, that's reasonable.
That's 3 is reasonable.
Yeah,
if it's 3, you need to take that. Now, if it's 4, then I can see why he like nah.
But go back to Houston though. What choice they got?
Right. Well, exactly.
Plays defense. Chris Paul, old ass, play defense. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. None of your wings play defense. You got to have this dude anchoring the back line of your defense. You got to.
Hey, dog. People, we admit PJ Tucker has heart. We admit it. He has heart. PJ Tucker about 6'5", people.
I was about to say he's like another Barkley.
Kevin Durant.
Play bigger than what he really is.
Kevin Durant. That's a. I'm by myself in the gym shooting drill with PJ Tucker on him.
Yeah.
It won't. He will kill y'all from the mid range. You got to go get somebody with some range to make this boy at least attempt. And if y'all gonna throw Melo on him, bless y'all hearts. All right, Steph Curry.
Well, before we get to Steph, though, I want to look at a couple of these free agents, though.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I would like to see. We talked about Atlanta having some cap room. I think you and I have discussed this possibility a couple of times over the last couple of years. Jabari Parker.
Go get him.
I would go get him. Give him a 1 year deal, 2 year deal. You know, that would be a nice compromise for both sides because he's still trying to prove himself that he can stay healthy and really play a full season.
We've been talking Jabari for about 2 years.
Right.
At least. And at this point, I don't believe Milwaukee's going to match whatever's out there. I don't think they can. So, yeah, I'd go get him.
Yeah, I think it would help if we can go ahead and get rid of Dennis if they're talking about trading Dennis. But, of course, with his legal things and everything going on, that's a hold up. But we can get rid of Kit Bazemore's contract.
I think we got like a year or 2 left with that.
Okay. But even with that, we still have the money. I think we still have the money to go and get Jabari, no problem.
Yeah.
It's just if there's money that they're worried about or too many guards or wings, so I think we would be kind of heavy at that spot then.
But, okay, let me ask you this. Would you play Collins at 5? I mean, I guess today he's a small ball center.
He's what, 6'9"?
6'9", somewhere around there.
So he's like
Jabari, and Jabari's a small ball 4, right?
Right.
Still got Prince there. He's a 3.
Still got Prince. I'm gonna say unless you want to go big and put, because you're gonna play Trey at point. I would say maybe move Prince to shooting guard, put Jabari at 4.
But we drafted a young boy to play.
Kevin Huerter from Maryland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we don't go get Jabari. I forgot about Huerter.
But you know what? That's a good type of problem to have. Get some talent here. I'm good. Just get talent and figure it out. I'm okay with that. So, yeah, that Jabari thing is just not playing out right to me. Isaiah Thomas had an option, I thought, with Orlando. We talked about that. I said last week on
I
the
thought that
side.
would have went down.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
Nah, I mean, he was supposed to go there, I believe. Then they traded for the Grant boy from Chicago. So I kind of don't know if that's going to happen anymore. But I was here for that signing with Orlando, provided he played in the Mickey Mouse ears. Could you imagine that shit if he was out there busting ass in the Mickey Mouse ears?
Oh man, the marketing, right?
Oh my God, that would have been everything. But let me ask you this: Isaiah Thomas should really be on some fuck Danny Ainge shit, right?
For trading him?
Nah, for playing through that shit, fighting for that team, and Danny was like, "Yeah, we got you. Wait till the summer, we got you, B."
Hey man, I think that was before the hip, right?
It was right around because they said he hurt his hip in January, but he played through it, and then he got to the playoffs. It was too much to handle.
So I think once they got to that point, maybe I think that's probably when
business wise. You can't blame him business wise.
You ain't getting no on Danny Ainge.
Nah, he went there.
There's a lot of dumb GMs out there. He ain't one of them. He does not get fleeced. He does the fleecing.
Dog, that boy might get $5 million a year. He was talking about the Brinks truck. That's over. It's over. And you see Dame stole his shit. Dame is doing that now up in Portland.
Yeah, he is. I just thought it was like that. Wait a minute, that's Dame, ain't it? Oh, wow. So his best option is a 1-year deal. Probably somewhere another prove-it deal.
Where he gonna go?
Shit. He'll get a job at some point, probably. Now, there's a couple interesting names on here. Actually, for me, 3 of them.
I like Beasley.
One is I like him too, but he's not one of my 3. One is Jamal Crawford. I thought he was signing with the Warriors. I guess that hit a snafu.
I mean, maybe it's gonna happen. Maybe.
Okay. I look at him and I look at Wayne Ellington sitting there.
I'm surprised by Wayne.
I know the Lakers are trying to put a different atmosphere around LeBron and not just him driving and having shooters all around. But I would get at least another shooter somewhere. And Wayne Ellington is a damn good shooter. Now he played for LA at one point, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So maybe he'd be a good option. Maybe would you fuck with Jamal Crawford?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean,
he probably fits more the Warrior style than probably what the Lakers trying to do
for a long time.
It
don't seem like because he looked good for his age.
Right.
He's playing a long time.
He can still shoot though.
He can still shoot, but I mean,
I don't think he would probably be a good fit for the Lakers. Like I said, I think he'd be better for Golden State and what they do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Ain't he from? No, he's from Seattle. But yeah, Golden State, he fit them all day long. They got to reshape that bench. So
yeah,
I imagine that'll get done at some point. I imagine.
Now that I think about it, my third name in the internet would just probably blow up and really go to shit. This happened. What they gonna get Marcus Smart?
Well, who? Golden State?
Yeah.
Well, Danny would match.
He's restricted. Never mind. Okay.
So he's screwed. See, but again, people, like I just said a few minutes ago, NBA is not that bad. God damn it. NBA is not that bad. Pauses.
All right, people. We appreciate y'all joining us, and we are back. Small little commercial break.
Yes,
but so getting on into the next NBA topic, little tidbit we had. It was funny, right? So Steph Curry had a little comment or something to say, or his thoughts rather, on LeBron joining LA, right?
Yeah, basically Steph did an interview, I believe, with USA Today, and he said there's a lot that has been made about the competition in the West and his 8 straight finals appearances and all that, but that just makes everybody raise the antenna up a little bit, including us. It's going to be fun for fans playing more in the regular season. Who knows in the playoffs? So the West has obviously gotten stronger with LeBron, but you still got to beat us.
Facts.
Checkmate.
Pretty much. Basically, all right, it's cool. We see what y'all doing over there, but, you still go through this over here. 3 out of the last 4.
And the one thing I'll say about the young Lakers, they played them hard last year. Did you catch some of those Lakers Golden State games last year?
Yeah, I did. 2 in the morning.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, people.
That's another thing. We ain't even talked about how much later people on the East Coast are gonna have to be up, staying up to watch LeBron.
Them damn games ain't coming on to 10:30 easily. Oh my God, I might catch the first half. That's about it. But Jesus, but yeah, they played them hard last year. They really played them hard, but that's still Golden State.
Yeah, it's still Golden State. So, barring injury, still the favorite in my eye.
Yeah, the league better hope that something goes wrong chemistry-wise and Clay leaves. You better hope that, because otherwise, if they keep that team together, there's no reason they shouldn't get to 6. There's no reason.
Yeah.
They got 3 now. They should have.
Halfway there. Yeah, you're right.
You know what? 6 is aggressive. Let's say 5.
5 or 6 is that should be in the wheelhouse.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. All right. Well, you remember we came on here last week saying Jimmy Butler said he wasn't going to resign because he was tired of playing with Karl Anthony Towns.
Right.
That was just last week. Well, Minnesota comes out and they're in negotiations with Karl Anthony Towns right now for a max contract. Jimmy Butler's on the clock, people. He's on the clock. And the winner in that whole situation, I see 2 winners. Well, really 3. Boston, the New York Knicks, and the Brooklyn Nets. Those 3 teams are winners in this situation because if this Kyrie and Jimmy Butler thing is real, if I'm Boston, I'm trading for Jimmy, right? I'm offering something for Jimmy right now.
Right.
Try to keep why. I'm gonna try to keep Kyrie if that's me. I don't know if Danny Ainge is gonna do that, but if they can get Kyrie Irving and Jimmy Butler on the same team right now,
yeah,
they win in the East.
I will offer up Jaylen Brown and Gordon Hayward.
2 of them? Nah. Gordon Hayward.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. That's maybe either or. I'm sorry. You're right. That's too much. Either or, and maybe a pick. Maybe a pick.
They on the clock. I mean, shit, you got till February basically. Figure it out.
Yeah, you know what this probably also means too, right? Who else was on the clock or the hot seat? Tibbs.
Yeah.
Because Jimmy,
if they keep Cat, he might be all right.
Cat cool with him? He cool with Cat?
Well, I didn't hear that they came out publicly, but I read that they said they refuted the claim. I ain't heard that shit, but they say they did. But he should be on the hot seat. He should be on the hot seat technically because he gave up marketing and what's that boy's name? Zach LaVine. And if Jimmy leaves, I mean, you got nothing.
You got nothing for him. Yeah.
So they're still Minnesota. I mean,
very true. Very true.
So, all right, let's jump into a little bit of NFL. I had a Lakers story, people, but we kind of been talking about it here and there. Since about February 2017, Magic and Rob Pelinka have pretty much cleaned up a dumpster fire, and they are in a really good place. So we'll just leave that. This wild animal news. People.
I mean, we can go. Let's go through these names real quick to the people that are no longer there. Tariq Black, Corey Brewer, Jose Calderon, Jordan Clarkson, Tyler Ennis, Marcelo Huertas, Timothy Mozgov, Larry Nance, David Mbois, Julius Randle, Thomas Robinson, D'Angelo Russell. People forget about Magic, got him out the door as soon as he got there. Lou Williams and Melo World Peace.
He was washed. He was still playing in 2016.
But that's a turnover.
Considering where they are right now, what they had at that point. Win.
Yeah, light years better. Light years better. And it's not to say that Kupchak couldn't have done it. Maybe not, the same exact moves, but I think Kupchak maybe would have been able to do his job if given the opportunity.
Hey, dog. You know what? I used to give Kupchak that credit, but when you give Luol Deng and Timothy Mozgov that type of money at 12:01,
maybe you know what? Maybe that was the fuck you to busting them.
Well, he was trying to save his job. he was trying to add some vets to them young boys, but not paying that type of money when they were looking ahead.
And them wasn't even the type of vets that was even really set to even do that.
No, Luol Deng's been cooling for about 2 years, making $18 million a year.
I don't even remember the last time I seen Luol Deng play a game.
Yeah, you better than me. But they're in a really good place, people. The only thing I'm gonna say about the Lakers to end this is please be patient, LA. Please don't drink that Kool-Aid that San Antonio's trying to get y'all to sip. Talking about all that bullshit they want for a dude that they gonna lose free. Mm-hmm. Don't do it. Just wait.
Josh Hart is playing pretty good in summer league.
Yeah, just wait. Shit, you gonna get him for free. I'm starting to be a little bit concerned about this Kawhi cat, but we don't have time for that. I'm starting to be a little concerned.
Yeah, we'll talk about him next week. We need
a one-off show just for Kawhi. Just for Kawhi.
Crazy, right?
Right.
For a dude who don't talk.
Right. The whole league is waiting on a dude who don't talk. A nonverbal dude is controlling the league right now. All right. The NFL has had some craziness over the last couple of days. Pac-Man Jones, I don't blame you. It's a bad look either way, but a dude swung on you. You was with your girl. You had no choice. I don't blame you for that. It's not going to play right in the media because you're Pac-Man Jones, but it wasn't your fault this time.
Now, I was surprised today because I looked on AJC in a way because, a lot of the times how it's perceived in court of public opinion is how it's reported, right?
Right.
Sometimes these headlines be all over the place. So the headline on AJC actually said Adam Pac-Man Jones assaulted at airport. So it made him seem like a victim. And I was surprised that could even happen.
Right. But you think about it, Pac-Man's one of the success stories, though, if you really think about it. He should have been out the league, 7-8 years ago, give or take?
Yeah, probably so.
He got his shit together. So, I ain't mad at him in that regard. Homeboy who got his ass whooped and lost his job and got arrested on the same day, that was a terrible day for you, dog.
I mean, so many L's in one day. So many L's.
You don't have enough hands to hold the number of L's he caught on one day.
You lost the fight that you started.
With a smaller dude.
You had to reach. Then you had to go to the hospital handcuffed to a stretcher because you the one that got charged. And then you had to take your mug shot from the hospital bed.
And you're going to get fired.
No ifs, ands, buts about it.
Good luck.
That's the myth about the employees at the Atlanta airport. Atlanta airport employees will fight you.
Ain't that some shit? Anywho, Brandon Browner, you're an idiot. We can just kind of leave that one at that.
Dumbass.
Yeah. This I don't want to go in depth with this LeSean McCoy thing. But
every time you think you got in depth, some more shit comes.
I'm gonna leave it with what you just said. That court of public opinion. Y'all was killing that boy on Twitter and Instagram yesterday. There's a whole lot of dominoes to fall with this situation we do not know to be true. I will say this: if he did have that girl touch, he get what he deserved. But if he didn't, you got to prove it. First of all, you got to prove it.
Yeah, it's some because early in the day, I was like, okay, no. Then later on in the day, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A couple things, first of all, something that's eye-popping is, now I don't know the background of their relationship at all, but he ain't put a call out to see if she was all right, to see what happened or anything. Just a statement. That's what you're
supposed to do.
Just a statement on Instagram. That's it. You know what I'm saying? This happened at your crib.
Because the girl got beat up. And this boy releases a video of his own highlights talking about 30 for 30. I'm like, that's so unself-aware, but I kind of get it. But I've been saying it for the last 2 days. I cannot believe somebody would do that to a woman after what happened with Ray Rice. I cannot see you throwing your career away at the same age as Ray Rice when he threw his away.
Right.
And you're better than Ray Rice. You were on your way to the hall.
and if he had somebody do it, that's even fucking worse. That's even worse.
Suckerific.
You know what I'm saying? And a red flag that came out, and of course, more details will probably come out. But a red flag that kind of threw me off about that was the fact that they say it was no forced entry.
No
That
force
they think that the dude knew the code to the gate or whatever and just came right on in.
Well, that and the fact that they said Shady cut the cameras off that she had access to, like a couple weeks before, and then the dude goes in asking strictly for the jewelry that he asked the girl back for. Come on, dude.
Yeah, that was a red flag too. Now with the cameras though, and we don't want to sound too much like TMZ here, but this shit got a lot of shit coming out about it. Now with the cameras, yeah, he got them switched, but he got them switched because if we go all the way back, I'm trying to remember by reading through all the shit. Shout out to BSO, Black Online Sports. He had the thing. He had every detail before anybody yesterday. But Shady tried to put the girl out back in May.
Yeah.
Or early June. And when she left, she went out of town or something, he had some people come over and start moving shit out of the house.
Bad move.
He had access to the cameras, so she was able to see it on her phone or whatever. Got the police involved. They stopped them from moving the shit out of the house. So then that's when Shady moved that security system out, put another one in that she didn't have access to. So yada, yada, yada. So it would be interesting to see if that security system that he only got access to now mysteriously went off.
Right.
It wasn't recording at the time that this shit happened. Because if he sent somebody there to rob her, gave them the code, and dumbass, you got security cameras around your house that's going to show the fucking robber punching in the damn code. Dummy.
You know, people, my day job is property management. You don't try to move people's shit without the court. Then going in his own house trying to move her shit while she was in there. I'm pretty sure she got mail established and she got stuff in there.
That's why she had to stay to start with.
She's covered.
That's why she had to stay to start with. That's why they were going to court. And that's the thing that made me think, okay, did he really have something to do this? Because you done went through all the steps to get her out legally.
Right.
Why on the day of the court date you gonna pull this Negro shit?
That's just dumb. If he did put his ass under the jail, that's stupid. He can do that with his dance. He can do that from the yard, if that's the case. That's just dumb, B.
Yeah, man. Well, I say at the end of the day, somebody's lying.
Somebody's lying,
and we'll find out soon enough.
Soon enough. But that court of public opinion has crucified him in between time. But if it comes out that he's in the right with this, I hope he does like old boy from the Raiders. You remember the draft pick who dropped because that girl said he raped her? Come to find out he wasn't even at the party, if I'm not mistaken. He filed a lawsuit against her this week, suing her for slander, for the money he lost, for his reputation, everything. He lost a Nike deal. You got to start hitting back at some point. Everybody ain't right, but some of them are right. And that, tarnishing their names and fucking them up forever, that ain't cool if they ain't do it. Not cool. All right, by the time we get back on next week, the franchise tag deadline will have passed. DeMarcus Lawrence, if I'm not mistaken, he got suspended for 4 games for PED, so he probably will be playing on that tag. I doubt they will give him a new deal when he's sitting out 4 games.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Ziggy Ansah, LaMarcus Joyner, and Lev Bell are on the franchise tag. Do any one of them get a deal by 4 p.m. Monday?
I would say no, but something just tells me that the Rams are going to ram and give LaMarcus Joyner a deal, and they still ain't pay Aaron Donald.
How the hell are they going to do that when they're going to have to pay Marcus Peters at some point, too? They just traded for him. And I believe he's off the rookie deal next year.
Yeah.
Okay, dog, if they don't pay Le'Veon Bell, why don't they just trade him in November, or October, November, whenever their trade deadline is? Because he can walk next year, right? He's been franchised damn near 3 years in a row.
I think this is the second year, though, ain't it?
Is it the second? It's like we've been having this same conversation for a minute.
Yeah, it does. But I want to say they got one more game.
But you don't see a deal coming for him by Monday?
Hell no. It's been 2 years. and that's a shame that all this time, and we're talking probably, I think, $1 million, $2 million at the most.
Yeah.
Man, split that baby and get that deal done. I
Get it
don't know. I
done.
don't know what the hell y'all waiting on.
I want to say we talked about Jerry Richardson, so we can take that off our list. I'm gonna leave this one to you because you're the 49ers guy. Yeah, it sounds like
Look,
a rant coming. AB, I saw these stats on I want to say Twitter today. He's about to, I believe he either turned 30 or he's about to turn 30, and they put his stats up against Jerry Rice. This is the legit GOAT, people. We ain't talking about a cat who can't beat a team. We're talking about the legit GOAT. Does he have a chance, big dog, to catch Jesus in cleats?
no chance in hell, dog. No chance in hell.
Now, you know it's a different league now. You know when Jerry was playing, they would knock your head off. They can't really touch you now.
210 touchdowns, 207 touchdowns.
I don't believe you can catch him in touchdowns. That ain't going to happen. Let's just say yards and receptions.
I mean, yards, is this what, 549 to 7? That's what it is right now?
Yeah, and this is just right now at the age of 30. I didn't put Jerry's end all numbers.
Gotcha. I mean, based on the yards and the receptions, I mean, he's already ahead of schedule. Now he is 8 years into his career. Jerry played 19, 20.
He played that many years?
Yeah, Jerry played a minute.
And he's small.
I mean, he's already ahead of pace yardage wise, and he's almost 200 receptions up. If these numbers right?
Yeah.
But he way behind in touchdowns.
That total is crazy though.
Way behind in touchdowns. I mean, because Antonio, most games he anywhere from 8 to 10, 12 receptions, 100 plus yards. Back in Jerry day, it was very few 10, 12 reception games.
Nah, he get 8 for 100.
Right.
2 touchdowns.
That was back when catching 100 balls was like something. That was back when running for 1,000 yards as a running back was like something,
But you know what I think is going to cripple AB? And one thing that's worked out for Jerry? Jerry went from Joe Montana to Steve Young.
The quarterback, yeah.
Who the hell is he transferring? Who is he going to?
And then he went to, I think, was it Rich Gannon? And in a time where they were really slinging it around.
Yeah.
Ben, AB is attached to Ben pretty much.
And if Ben walk, Landry Fields ain't the answer. Landry Jones, that's his name. I'm sorry. I said Fields. That's that old Knicks player.
They got Landry Jones. They got the boy from Tennessee from 2 years ago, Dobbs, and they have
just drafted someone.
The young man that they just drafted is the one that Mason Rudolph. That's what
the boy that Ben said he didn't want to help.
Right. See how that's working out for Flacco.
I guess we can wait on that one to see what's good, but hey man, football's around the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. I think teams will be reporting to camp next week, so probably by the time we see y'all again, we'll start having some training camp reports. Next couple of weeks, we're gonna start breaking down the divisions.
Yes, sir.
Giving our predictions on those. Looking at what games, big games to watch. We'll probably do that closer to the beginning of the season, right? Probably need to start getting some applications in. Start putting it out there about the Fantasy Football League for AA Sports this year.
Yes, sir.
So we got some things coming down the pike.
Rico Ferrari said he's defending that title this year.
There it is. So we're finna get up out of here. Uncle Hate, tell these people where to reach you at on social media.
At Rike6000, holla at me. I talk sports. Y'all knew goddamn well LeBron wouldn't come to eat no pizza with y'all.
Oh man, that is just like really, yeah, real. And the fact that Savannah put that post up with him in the damn inflatable donut chilling,
a pink donut, laughing at y'all out there cooking, waiting on him to come eat pizza with y'all. Free is not the end all, people. Damn it, it's not.
I'm like, it got to be a better way to meet LeBron than that. Hey, man, y'all reached myself at Diego Barish on Twitter. And then also check out the AA Sportscast Twitter page, IG page, Facebook page. What other page we got? And the YouTube channel and the Spreaker. Again, check out those episodes. Leave us some comments. Watch, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you share it with your friends and family. For Uncle Hate, for Diego Barishnikov again, baby. AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser. We up out of here for this week. You have a good weekend. We'll holler at y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.